Hi everybody, I'm going to try to show you how to create an e-portfolio. This is going to be kind of fragmented and boring, but at least it gives you an idea of where to look on Blackboard to do this. You're going to go log into Blackboard. Actually, any place in Blackboard seems to let you do this, and you're going to click on e-portfolio. Ta-da, like that. And then you're going to create a portfolio by clicking Create Portfolio. You're going to name it. And if you can spell, all the better. And then you save it. I've got a typo, but who cares? And then you do have a tour. I'm going to say no thanks, I'll explore on my own. And then the rest of this is somewhat intuitive. You can create, add new pages, add sections to the pages, and then you can add artifacts. So section 1, add artifact. And when you click add artifact, it lets you add items from the course. So if I've saved stuff that you think, or yeah, readings and so forth, you could add them to your CV from any course you've had, actually, because this is global. It spans all your courses. But for your course, to this course you're in right now, you're going to add personal artifacts. So, you know, my CV, blah, blah. And then you browse your computer. So that's a key thing there is to to do that my artifact rather than the course artifact. And so that's what you do with that. And then you can preview and customize this thing if you want. Hopefully you can be a little more creative than I was with mine. But they have these different styles, different layouts. You can play around with that, and that's how that one looks. Blah, blah. That's how that one looks. And then there's colors. Most of them are atrocious, in my opinion. I mean, that's really high green. The idea with this portfolio, ooh, that would be really attractive to get a new job with. The idea with this portfolio, I'm not sure I'm sold on it, but you have a link that you can share with employers and so forth. So you can have your CV, you can have all your like ACLS, BLS, all that stuff. You could even have your grades on there if you're feeling brave. You can have a letter of reference. Okay, so anyway, that's really pretty too. Okay, so that's that. And then close this. And then let me jump out of this if I can remember how to do this. Go to my portfolios. And this is this thing that's like slightly tricky. When we share these, there's this tab here called more. So this is the one, my portfoliation or portfolion. This is the one I just created. And this is the one I've made before. So to share this, you go more and you can share it like that. And so here's the tricky part. So it creates a link like this, so you can share it with external users, or you can, so that's what I want you to do for this course is just share it with me, I think, external user, and you're going to put my email, dorothy.moore@csueastbay.edu, and share it. And a link will be generated, and hopefully it gets sent to me. If it doesn't, you can send me that link. So you hit share. It's hard to see, the screen's cutting off, or submit rather. 2 hours later. So you get this link here. And so this is doing, they call it snapshots. So it's where you're at with your project at the time you shared it. So if you add more stuff, so this is going to give you a view from, you know, this was a few hours ago, I guess. I don't know why. Well, anyway, it's a snapshot in time, so you can have different versions of this going on at once. Okay. And then as far as how these things look, my portfolios, view, they're not as pretty as they could be. So this is, I have a welcome page, and so I have a little picture, God knows why, I mean, excuse me, I don't know why. So there's a picture I just did this to give you guys an idea of what all you can have in these. But then you can go to page 1, and here's my CV. And I put my own stuff up here because I say put your money where your mouth is. I mean, I find it a little embarrassing to share this kind of stuff, so maybe I thought if I did it, you guys would get over it. So here's a letter that I had a colleague write for a conference I was going to as a letter of reference, and then here's a mind map of my illustrious career. Okay, but you know, try not to be as self-deprecating as I am. So there you go. That's what we want you to do for this class, and I'm toying around with whether or not I want you to share them with the class. I don't want you to put your grades up there and then share those with the class, because that's confidential information. So I think we're going to just have you share them with me. Oh, and then another thing. So when you put these documents up, if you don't have a way to save something to PDF, I don't know if you've noticed this yet, but there are a lot of free apps. I have one called iScanner, and that's on my iPhone, but I bet they have something like that for Android. So I can take pictures of documents and save them as PDF. So you can do that with your like your PALS card, if you have PALS or BLS or whatnot, so that you can have those as files. And that is it. Thank you so much.